Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thursday's episode of Trending. Israel finally admits to killing of 5-year-old Hind Rajab. That's after spending the last 2 years calling everyone anti-Semitic. NATO say they're ready for Iran attack on Europe. Calls in Ukraine for elections. Zelensky won't like that. And ULEZ, the ultra-low emission zones in London, are apparently saving children. At least they claim.
100 years ago, Nikola Tesla discovered a healing technology that threatened the entire pharmaceutical industry. The day he died, the government seized everything. For 100 years, this technology was hidden. Until now, plasma is back. Tesla Club, tzla.club.
Israel admits that it fired on vehicle carrying 5-year-old Hind Rajab. My youngest daughter's 5 tomorrow. This is a 5-year-old girl and her family, all civilians, fleeing the bombing of their home and the area around their home. 355 bullets fired into their car, into the body of a 5-year-old child, all paid for, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, by the taxpayers of the United States. And it would not surprise me in the slightest. In fact, it would surprise me if it wasn't the case that at least some of these bullets were fired by American citizens, by an American mercenary, of which there are many fighting in the IDF. Military opens criminal investigation into the killing of 9 people in January 2024, but says there was no criminal misconduct in 3 other cases. Presumably those 3 other cases were a case of legal murder then, what one can assume. Israel's military has for the first time admitted that it opened fire on a vehicle carrying 5-year-old Hind Rajab and her family in Gaza City 2.5 years ago. Now, this comes after 2.5 years of denying it, of labeling anyone who said anything about it, anyone who claimed that Israel had fired on this vehicle as anti-Semitic, blood libel, whatever other buzz terms they come up with. They attempted to get a film about Hind's life, about the phone call that Hind made. Tried to get all that shut down, got the filmmakers labelled anti-Semitic because, let's have it right, they're one-trick ponies and it's basically all they've got. Now they admit it. The military said it would open a criminal investigation into the killing of 9 people on the 29th of January 2024, including Hind. On that date, the Palestinian girl initially survived an Israeli attack on a vehicle which killed several members of her family. Following the Israeli shelling, Hind answered a phone call from the Palestinian Red Crescent Society, an ambulance, during which she told medics to come and save her. Now, it's a heartbreaking phone call where this poor child, like I say, 5 years old, tells the paramedics that she's injured, that all her family around her are all dead. Her uncles, her father, her cousins are all dead around her. But the poor thing is more concerned with upsetting her mother, because her mother's not in the vehicle, her mother's on foot with other members of the family. She's more concerned with upsetting her mother because she's got blood on the dress and she didn't want to upset her mum because her mum would have to wash the dress. This is a dress that has blood on it of her because she's been shot, she's 5, and her family members.
اجي اخذك حبيبتي طيب ما انا يا حبيبتي رح اجي اخذك هلا عمو من الهلال عماله عم بنصك عشان احنا نقدر نيجي ناخذك حواليكي في ضرب رصاص خديني يا حبيبتي والله بدي اخذك بس مش بايدي هلا.
Mate, mental. After coordination with the Israeli army, an ambulance was sent to rescue her. The ambulance was shelled by Israeli forces, killing paramedics Youssef, Zeno, and Ahmed al-Madhoun. Hopefully I'm not saying those names wrong. I'm sure I am. Anyone that watches Trending knows how bad I am at pronouncing names. I kind of just want everyone to be called Ben Smith so I don't get it wrong. When I look at this, it makes me think of the saying that the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist. He exists, mate. Whew, he exists, and he wears an IDF uniform. Now, we only know about Hind because of this phone call, because it became high profile, and because it was recorded and people have played it back. And like I say, people have made a film about it, an anti-Semitic film. But there are tens of thousands of her, tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands of her, which are just simply statistics. There's no names. Every now and then you'll see someone posting and they'll post a picture and it's, the name of the child, but rarely in comparison to the ones that are just statistics. And even when they're named as a statistic, so they'll say, 9 children were killed today by Israel. The media, the Western media always has to put a spin on it. So they'll say, because the figures come from the Gaza Health Ministry, they always have to have, according to the Hamas-controlled Gaza Health Ministry. And what that's saying is, Israel killed all these children. We're telling you they killed these children, but maybe they didn't, because you can't trust Hamas. So maybe they didn't. So don't feel bad about it. Don't want justice for it. And even The Guardian, which is supposedly left-leaning, none of them are. None of them are real when it comes to Israel, at least. The BBC, people go, oh, BBC, it's like an Islamic news. No, it's not. No, it's not. Again, when it comes to Israel, they lie and they gaslight and they word things in such a way as to try and frame. So even with this, The Guardian and the BBC went with the headline that she'd been found dead. Hind was found dead, members of her family. So 355 bullets fired into the bodies of them, but they were found dead. Like, as if they'd fallen down the freaking stairs. But yeah, the Israeli army, they're going to conduct a probe, apparently. They're not. Let me tell you how this is going to go. And I know how this is going to go because I've got years of experience, because they do the same thing every time. Because believe it or not, and it might come to as a shock to some of you, but this didn't start on October the 7th, 2023. So I'll tell you how it's going to go. From the beginning, they commit a horrendous act. They murder a child. People around the world that have any sort of, modicum of morality don't like that very much. So they accuse Israel of doing what Israel has done. Israel deny it. Always deny it. It's always the default position. The default position of Israel as a nation, as a military, as a government, as its influencers, as its media, their immediate response is basically that song by Shaggy. It wasn't me. Well, I haven't said anything yet. But immediate response, wasn't me. Wasn't me. And then you probe a bit more and you say, well, actually, hang on, we've got this bit of evidence, No, it wasn't me. Antisemitic, Jew hater, blood libel. Oh, you've got any more buzz terms? Nazi. Okay, keep them coming, mate. I've heard them all before, but keep them coming. Come on, you can do better. Be more imaginative. And then it will carry on. And if people don't let it go, more evidence comes out. We see this when they murder children, when they murder journalists. More evidence comes out. Then it goes from, it wasn't me, blood libel, anti-Semite, to, well, we think maybe Hamas might have done it. I think maybe it was a stray rocket from Hamas, or they were caught in the crossfire as Hamas was firing on IDF soldiers. So at that point, we're still claiming it wasn't me, it was them. Then evidence comes out and proves that to be completely false. You still keep it going for a bit, but once it gets to the point where you can't deny it anymore, got a PR problem. So then you back, sorry, yeah, it wasn't that. It was accidental. There was terrorists in the car, and there wasn't terrorists in the car. No, it's a 5-year-old child. Oh, okay. Can't say that then. We'll have a probe into it. There'll be a criminal investigation. Yeah. Because we're the most moral army. So we want to get to the bottom of it. And whoever was guilty of this will be held accountable. And then do you know what'll happen? Nothing. Just like the investigations into the killing of paramedics, into the killing of journalists, like I say, into the killing of children, whatever. They have their little investigation. We have a probe, and then different things hit the news cycle, don't they? They've forgotten about it yet. Yeah. And then what happens is a few years later, people go, hang on, weren't you having an investigation in... Where did that go? Just disappeared. And then it's a cycle, and then it repeats, and they go again. And as I sit here, they're bombing Gaza again now. They just bombed Gaza yesterday, killing more children that were sat with their family in a cafe next to the beach. I'm sure they'll deny that as well.
In 1943, the government seized Nikola Tesla's most dangerous invention, a healing technology that threatened Big Pharma's entire empire. They buried it for 100 years, but it's back. And over 1,000 people worldwide are using it right now. When you join Tesla Club, you get your own Tesla plasma device, 5 times more powerful than the original Violet Ray and built to last. You join a private Telegram group where members share breakthroughs daily. Stroke recoveries, cancer reversals, chronic pain gone in minutes. These aren't stories. These are yesterday's posts. You get lifetime support from people who've been where you are. Technical guidance, therapeutic protocols, a group that actually understands. And you get access to hundreds of documented experiments, real members, real results, real transformations. No prescriptions, no waiting for permission, no begging doctors who don't believe you. Just you, your machine, and a movement taking health sovereignty back. We're Tesla Club, private science club for self-directed healing. Visit tzla.club. Join the revolution.
Plasma. It's back! Don't mention the reptiles, Dave.
Even less is said about the Grey Pope, who some believe to be the true ruling power in the Vatican.
Humans emitting a MAC address.
All of them had Bluetooth signals.
I've never seen it before.
Queuing up to transition their children.
This is the ultimate suicide cult.
What if the symbols around us every day aren't just ornamental?
We lost 1,000 years of history.
What if they're instruction?
That state of awareness is not manipulatable.